confined to the brig for gambling. Offense number 7. Sentence length 10 days. Additional punishment assigned to hard labor.
For duration of expedition.
Oh my gosh, I gotta be more careful. These guys can start shooting you when you're reading a PDA and there's like no way to get through it any faster. I've been killed by those while I was just standing. Of course, it wasn't a big deal, but now it kind of matters. So I gotta make sure I'm scanning the rooms and killing these guys or avoiding them somehow. And sometimes it seems like when you kill one, more spawn, or at least the other ones in the room wake up. They kind of phase through the top of the ceiling like that, so they're easy to miss. Man, I almost got my whole shield down. Look at this crazy labs. Look at these guys. So some of the freighters have them running around in like nests and stuff. I can't get back there. Maybe I can slip around this side. So yeah, these crazy looking guys are like in nests and running around on some of the other freighters. I guess it's in alternate versions where they get out, but in this one, not so far. But you know, sometimes I've been in the beginning of a freighter and then you get a little deeper in and it's actually infested. So we'll see what goes on in the next few chambers, but so far we're getting lucky.
Records terminal accessed. Searching. Ship AI log.
Encrypted.
Engine destruct codes.
Encrypted.
Crew manifest.
Accessible.
Crew status as of last shipwide bioscan 6 days ago. Commanding officer, Commander Ako. Duty officers, Chief Engineer Lugabard, Petty Officer Jotafirm, Junior Navigator Rajacha. Crew status report, crew active 43, crew incapacitated 36, supernumeraries Kraftget Goulart.
Dead.
Secretary Turf, local official, Trader Rifikachikari, consort of captain. Update bioscan? Updating bioscan. Scanning ship for biological traces. Scanning. Scanning. No detected biological trace matches crew records. Scanning some more. Retrieving last known crew positions. Scanning a little. Commander Okaka.
Redacted area.
Chief Engineer Lubigard. AI coolant chamber 4 days ago. Petty Officer Jokut Firm. Airlock 21, 4 days ago. Junior Navigator Rajala, Engineering Bay 10, 4 days ago.
And that's our crew manifest. A copy of the official crew manifest for fighter SV Mybos Pride. Mybos's Pride. Okay, well, now we got that we can sell to the guy under the stairs in the station for tainted metal, which again, will stack on top of all the tainted metal that we gather on our run today and get hopefully thousands of nanites that we can use for upgrading our weapon and our ship. All right, we got every single one of these scavenged. I'm gonna go ahead and just blow up all of the alien guys and their cylinders as well. You get a little bit of slime out of them, which again is pretty much useless, but we're gonna take every single nanite we can get. So all the resources, we're gonna refine them all down into as many nanites as we can possibly make, and ideally get somewhere around 25,000 or 30 nanites to upgrade everything. What do we got in this one?
Research log entry follows. Maintenance crew found primitive container in the cargo bay. Performed gravity analysis. Observation.
Sample quarantine. Experiment aborted.
All right, so somebody was doing a weird experiment with some sort of crazy bacteria or something, and then they got attacked and had that fight, which caused an explosion. Maybe that's what got these guys? We'll find out more as we go. All right, so let's see what's in the basement. I have never jumped down one of these without accidentally getting onto the ladder. I swear to God, never a single time. Maybe today. Maybe today is the day. Grab the heater and the container. More superconducting fiber. That's great. What else have we got? Still no real dangerous aliens. We've got a few of the bots or whatever, the security drones, but that's all we've had to run into so far. We haven't found any turrets yet. Nothing. Don't want to jinx it, but so far we're doing pretty good.
Personal data recording accessed for partner GEC Honor Sistu. Cleaning. Data stamp 2199.1. All of the officers are missing. It's just torture now. Ah!
Recording ends.
Those are obviously my most favorite ones. The ones that capture some crazy series of events, of little snippets of recordings or conversations apparently that happen near that PDA. Okay, so we've got our first sort of alien, and it's the green jellyfish aliens. So if you watched the playthrough of the expedition, we did a freighter mission on there as one of the milestones. And we also had these green jellyfish doodads on that one. And I was talking about how if you're gonna have aliens, they're pretty much the best one that you can have. We also have loads of heaters and oxygen, so far anyway. We'll see, maybe as we get deeper in, it's more and more difficult. Or maybe this is just a really cushy freighter where they had heaters strewn around everywhere. We're getting loads of these frigate upgrade modules as well, which will allow us to make some upgrades to our base on the pirate juggernaut. So hopefully we can get something cool unlocked in there as well as part of all of this. At the very end, I know we've been doing everything for our Corvette and stocking up Judy as much as possible, but my intent is to do the upgrade for the freighter at the end of each one of these and see if we can find a system that has an S-class upgrade, because that is so valuable. Anybody with the coordinates for an S-class freighter, please let me know in the comments, share it with all of us. Once you find a system that gives you that level upgrade, you can just farm them out of there and have all S-class upgrades for your freighter, which is amazing. These freaking little drones. I've never been on a freighter with so many drones. It feels like there's usually maybe one or two, but I feel like there's a whole swarm of them on this guy. We're getting a bunch of storm crystals as well. Those are super valuable to sell and a really hard resource to come by. You got to be on an extreme planet in an extreme storm to be able to grab them. If you saw my other episode, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago, we were right there next to one when it closed up because I didn't have enough room to put it in my pocket. Freaking my luck. Man, this locker room is stocked. Getting nanites. I got to make sure I keep one eye on my temperature because I am not used to having to do that. Korvax casings. Ooh, an S-class upgrade. That is pretty unusual. As you notice, maybe a lot of the stuff I'm picking up is going to be like C-class, B-class at best. To get an S-class upgrade is pretty freaking lucky. This must be a like cushy, high-end sort of freighter. They were delivering some expensive goods, or they had some rich people traveling along with them to have all this stuff. Of course, then the people traveling along here had to sleep on the walls of a storage room, which isn't so great. You notice the PDA that we were reading earlier is about the cleaning crew. They're saying they're going to eliminate the cleaning crew or do experiments on them because they breathe too much oxygen and have valuable body parts. That's freaking crazy. Oh my gosh, here's the next computer console and a cool lab. Well, cool to look at. Probably not cool if you were one of the people they were experimenting on illegally in deep space. Uh-oh. I think I've upset the drones, the security drones. I don't usually go around shooting everything, but let's read this log.
Research log entry follows. Ground crew collected repulsive tumor while on mission. Performed biofunction scan. Observation.
Inconclusive results. Cross studies recommended.
Okay, I know it's pissing off the security drones, but I am not going to leave any of these suckers alive. We're going to kill every single one and fight the drones if they don't like it. Why are the drones protecting these aliens? That's what I want to know. They didn't help the crew.
Private mainframe access denied.
Scanning.
Shipwide bioscans indicate severe incident status. Override available. Indicate captain's fate to begin.
I'm going to say he's dead.
Input accepted. Log will record captain's fate as extinguished. Duty officer may take command. Authenticate as duty officer to continue. Security credentials required. Credentials accepted. Welcome, Junior Navigator Raljala. Log will record you as temporary commander. Last significant entry for Commander Akho follows.
Trade computer insists we allow Korvax friend to stay on board in my own boardroom as if he were Gek. Efficient, it says. We'll secure trade deal. I still have such quotas to meet. Ah, the worries. Korvax friends is only wasting time and expenses compared with these. Their strange food, their fussy insistences. Such a drain. We dined together in my quarters again last night. I prefer Korvax friend more and more. They are unlike other Korvax. They have such interesting things to tell me. Machine friend is correct. We must be free of our flesh to reach our potential. Light and metal, and holy light. It will be free. It will free all Gek.
Okay, so if I understand that, the computer, the trade computer, is the one that suggested that the Korvax stay with the Gek captain, and then the Korvax brainwashed or otherwise influenced the captain, and that's where most of this started to go down. They really have a twisted history, those two races.
Partial crew equipment record follows. Name, Helpgek Eprin. Specialism, General Hand. Personal locker contains thermal paste, DNA sample, own, hazmat filters, and various collected eggshells, last accessed
Yesterday.
Detailed scan reveals scraps of living tissue adhering to the locker interior.
Okay, so yesterday that guy crawled in his locker and then exploded. All right. Oh my God, I'm stuck back here. How did I get back here? I don't see a gap. How did I get back? Oh God, there's this tiny little gap. All right. Oh, I'm already starting to panic. I thought I was gonna get stuck back there and freeze to death. Okay, what do we got in these lockers? And anything else? Yeah, we got these two here. Some more tainted metal. Yum, 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 yum. Photon cannon module, it's only a C, but we'll sell that for like 200 nanites or something. The larval cores as well, you can refine into nanites. Living slime from these guys is nanites. Nanites. We got one more guy over here. And I think that should be it. I'm gonna just try to leave here without having to kill this drone. Break that even though it's not got anything in it. You wanna mess with me? You wanna mess with me? Okay, I'm leaving. Hey, you messed up my dramatic exit by taking so long to open the door. Okay. What is the next? Another computer. All right, and some shelves with loot. More nanites. Superconducting fiber. I remember the first time I needed that, I couldn't find it anywhere. I went from station to station trying to find someplace to buy it. Now every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, must hoard.
Partial crew equipment record follows. Name, Hireling Garkako. Specialism, Ground Team. Personal locker contains sonic oscillator, hyperspace field monitor, parachute, and assorted personal etchings. Last accessed
6
days ago. A detailed scan reveals a sticky residue on the locker's interior.
So that guy had a parachute? I mean, the sonic oscillator, I guess, like a back massager or something like that. But a parachute? Where did he expect to jump out at?
Data extracted from medical bay logs. Partial report follows.
Partner Gek, Lamphramu, anomaly detection, presented with temporary blindness. No treatment was possible. Case requires study. Case number 47.
Chance of recovery, 36%.
So they got people full on exploding in their lockers, people going blind, and they think, oh, we should just keep doing these experiments. Oh my gosh. Corporate doesn't care about anybody.
Engineering control panel accessed. Generator failure detected. Fabricators in.
Emergency power.
Construct component.
Yes, please.
Fabrication pathway accessed. Awaiting user selection.
As I said before, for this 5 runs, I'm gonna focus on the technology.
And res.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but crud. We got a C-class reactor. So this is the engine for building a starship, and sometimes they show up instead of an upgrade for our freighter. Son of a bitch! All right. let's get the heck out of here. And that is freighter number 1 done. I'm gonna go empty my pockets, and I'll see you guys at the next one. All right, so I'm just gonna pick one at random, no cherry picking or looking around too much. So we'll see what happens when we get there. And the likelihood of getting a good freighter, like one that gives you the S-class upgrade, it's more likely in like a 3-star economy and things like that. I know all of that, but for the purposes of this little celebratory episode, I thought just do a random one. No game in the systems. And here we are. Aw, crap! We're having a freaking space battle? I don't have time for a space battle.